Hey guys, it's GPH Streams here once again, back with another episode of the 7 Nights Idol Adventure, and I have quite busy in the past few days, but today I will make a video about this daily dungeon. So we will update our daily dungeon, guys, and before so much ado, let's proceed. So first, that would be the gold dungeon. So in this gold dungeon, it would be best to use here range type heroes, and the damage for range type heroes is boosted to 7,640% on my end. And these are currently the heroes that I use. So let's check this out, guys. So the most important hero here, that would be Vanessa and Teo and also Sun Wukong. They are combo together with this Iris. So why is it that we need Iris here? So if we'll take a look at this skills description on this active skill of Iris, we have here, it grants ambush level 5 buff for 10 seconds to range type allied heroes upon successful attack. And this ambush, it increases the final weakness attack damage by 20%. It is somehow similar to the crit hit attack of Yeonhee, which is the sleepwalking, in which it also increases the final weakness attack damage by 24%. So I don't know if these two stacks together, but since they have a different keyword, I think these two stacks together, guys, because based on my test, it adds lots of damage to my heroes. So okay, I think that's it. So the best 5 heroes here are Iris, Sun Wukong, Teo, Vanessa, and Yeonhee. So Orca, Sebastian, Tara, Kyril can be replaced with the other range type units here. Like for example, you can replace that with for example, we have here Salem, we have here also Rakshasa. Rakshasa is also good to use here, and of course Bia, guys. And if you don't have Vanessa, you can use here Bia. You can also use here Kagura for those heroes in replacement, and I think that's all. And if we will take here take a look at this Snold. Snold is quite not good to use, but I think we have here some attack speed increase, in which of course you have there Teo to increase the attack speed of all of your heroes. And I think Velika is quite viable, and also Giparang. If we'll take a look at this Giparang, we have here the weakness attack rate level 5 for himself only. And I think that's all, guys, for this gold dungeon, and I think those are the best heroes to use. So before we proceed to the next dungeon, let's test first our hero composition here, and take a look at that. This is already at tier 764. Okay, take a look at that, guys. It took only just a few seconds, then okay, it's done. Okay, next, guys, that would be the hero XP dungeon. So in this hero XP dungeon, it says here, damage for melee type heroes is increased by 5,630% on my end. And the best heroes to use here are, of course, melee type heroes. So these are currently the heroes that I use. We have your Chomyong. Okay, Chomyong most specifically increases the crit hit attack rate and final accuracy on his end or on himself. And the best buff here for Chomyong is this, that it also grants strike level 5 buff to allies. So this strike level 5, it increases the crit hit damage by 20%. And we have here also some increased attack speed on himself. Next, we have here Zhang Yu, guys. So I really love to use a Zhang Yu here because we have here some weakness attack rate that is increased by 20. And I think this stacks with Sun Wukong. Next, guys, that would be Lubo, in which it weakens the defense of the enemy. And then, of course, we have here Shane Swimsuit. So Shane Swimsuit is very, very decent to use on this game mode. And next, that would be Sun Wukong, in which it increases the weakness attack rate of all of your allied heroes. Next, that would be Kyle. So Kyle here is very decent to use because of this attack speed that is plus 200. And next, we have here also some active skill, in which it deals damage equal to 2,500% of attack. But you can replace Kyle with any of the melee type heroes here. Like for example, you can replace that with Ace and Ingrid if you have a better stars for Ace and Ingrid, guys. Next, that would be Teo. Of course, it increases the attack speed of all of your heroes. And then Dr. Kim, in which it increases the final attack by 25% of all of your heroes. And my god, I really love this active skill of Dr. Kim, in which it increases the crit hit rate and also the accuracy or final accuracy of Dr. Kim for himself. Next, that would be Rachel. So Rachel is a melee type hero, and if you will use Vanessa here, I would suggest to use Rachel instead, because we have Steel here plus 200% attack speed, and also we have here some burn. Next, that would be Karma, guys, because this also weakens the boss like Lubo, and also improves the shield of all of your heroes. So the constant heroes here, guys, that would be Chomyong, Lubo, Shane, Sun Wukong, Teo, Karma, Dr. Kim, and Rachel. And you can replace these heroes here like Kyle and Xiang Yu with other melee type heroes. But on my end, I use this because they have some better stars, and also I've already tested this. This hero composition here on my end is quite good to use. So before we proceed to the next dungeon, let's test this hero composition first. Okay, so you can use here also Lenya, guys, but apparently Lenya is quite not good on my end. I already tested here Lenya, and I dealt a very minimal damage. So this is already at tier 564, and the boss is quite very tanky now, guys. Okay, so next, what dungeon are we? I think that would be the Knight's Token dungeon. So on this Knight's Token dungeon, we have here plus 500% attack speed for all of your heroes. And currently I am at okay, this is already at max tier, that is tier 500. And let's go over to this hero formation, guys, and heroes that I use. So first we have here Rin, Chomyong, Lobo, Shane Swimsuit, we have your Sun Wukong, Teo, Karma, Vanessa, Dr. Kim, and Ace. So I use here Ace because this dungeon provides some attack speed. If you will check here the attack speed of Ace, that is only 96, but we have some improved attack speed on this boss, so rather I should use Ace here, guys. So Ace is very effective here because of this Blood Moon. Okay, and the next of course, I am using here a Dr. Kim just to improve the attack of all of our heroes, and Vanessa for a crit rate, and Karma to weaken the boss, and also we have here Teo for attack speed, and Sun Wukong to increase the weakness attack rate, and Shane, that would be our DPS, Lubo also to weaken the boss, we have here Chomyong to improve the crit damage, and we have here Rin. If we are talking about attack speed, we have your 142%, 142 attack speed for this Rin, and if you are talking about attack speed, the crit hit attack is always affected by that attack speed. So we have here some Crimson Scales, in which increases crit hit damage by 24%, and we have here some 360% damage. So that's why I use here Rin, guys. So anyway, before we proceed to the next dungeon, let's test this out. And this is already at tier 500. So this is the hero formation of mine, Lubo at the back. Okay, take a look at that. Okay, that's pretty fast, guys. Okay, next, that would be the Relic Shard dungeon. So in this Relic Shard dungeon, it says here plus 7,000% crit hit damage to all of your heroes. So if you will check here my hero formation and also the heroes that I use, still I'm using here Rin, Lubo, Shane Swimsuit, Sun Wukong, Kyle, Teo, Karma, Vanessa, Yeonhee, and Dr. Kim. So I use here Rin because of this active skill, in which this active skill is always a critical damage. And also we have here some decent crit hit damage equal to 360% of attack to the target, and also an improved crit hit damage plus 24%. And of course a Lubo just to weaken the boss, and we have here also Shane Swimsuit as our main DPS, Sun Wukong to improve the weakness attack rate, we have here Kyle, our DPS also, because Kyle has a very high attack speed. Next, Teo to improve the attack speed of all of our heroes. Next, Karma, just like Lubo, to weaken the boss. Then Vanessa to improve our crit hit rate, and Yeonhee, our DPS also, and Dr. Kim just to improve the attack of all of our heroes. So if you'll take a look at this Yeonhee, guys, we have here an attack speed of 187, so that is why Yeonhee is best to use here also. So we have here some sleepwalking, in which it increases the weakness attack damage of all of your heroes. So that is the reason why I use here Yeonhee. So if you will go back to the Knight's Token dungeon, I forgot to mention that you can also use Yeonhee here instead of Ace. Okay, so let's continue to this Relic dungeon. So this is my hero formation here, still Lubo at the back. And before we proceed to the next dungeon, let's enter on this dungeon. And I think this is already the max, that is tier 500. And of course, we should do here some manual battle. We need to move something like that and go back. Okay, so that was too fast. Okay, the next dungeon or last daily dungeon, guys, that would be the pet or the pet XP dungeon, in which it says here final HP for defense type heroes, that would be plus 6,610%. So these are currently the heroes that I use. So we have here Rin, Chomyung, Lubo, Shane, Sun Wukong, Kyle, Theo, Vanessa, Dr. Kim, and Ace. So I think you can replace here Ace if you have Yonhee. For example, let's use here Yonhee, guys. I think Yonhee is quite good to use here over Ace, because Yonhee and Sun Wukong are best in a tandem. These two here are best in tandem. So we have here Rin as our DPS, Chomyung to improve the crit damage, Lubo to weaken the boss. We have here Shane, Swimsuit, our main DPS, Sun Wukong to improve the weakness attack rate. We have here Kyle, our second DPS. We have here also Theo to improve the attack speed, Vanessa to increase the crit hit rate. We have here Yonhee to increase the weakness attack damage, and we have here Dr. Kim to increase the damage of all of your heroes here. So I would suggest to do this formation, guys. Put this Lubo at this corner, and put a camera, or put the camera at the back row of one of your heroes here. It can be also Rin. Okay, something like that. Okay, so anyway, let's try this, guys. Okay, this is already a tier of 461. Okay. So the boss will cast at Lubo at the back. So we can try that again. Okay. So guys, anyway, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you again on my next video. Bye-bye.